Okay, so welcome everyone. My name is Leslie Albaugh, and we're all here to have a little bit of product training and learn what our products can do, what they can't do. So tonight's products that we're going to go over, we're going to go over the new product, which is greens. We're going to go over our breast check kit, which was, I believe, our first product. And we're going to go over our body cream. So we're going to start tonight with me talking about the greens. So hold on, let me pull up my notes because I discovered some pretty interesting things. Y'all are going to be pretty impressed with our company. I didn't know this. So, this is the greens product, and I'm going to hold it up close so that you can see it. I know that not everybody's gotten it, but it's a fairly large, probably 5-inch canister. And when it comes, it'll come probably 3/4 of the way filled with a really fine kind of sage green product in it. So just 1 in 10 adults meets the recommended amount of fruit and vegetables. That is amazing. Now, let me tell you why so few people meet that recommended amount. And that's because we're supposed to have anywhere from 5 to 7 cups of fruits or vegetables every single day. And most just don't do that. And even if we try to do that and try to provide it for our families, the waste is going to be so much because we all know kids that don't eat it, and we have husbands that may or may not eat it. So and that's just the fact of living in our human body. But okay, so why are greens important? Just greens, the vegetables, why are they important? Because they reduce the risk of heart attack, stroke, and cancer. So they're very important. Now, are some fruits and vegetables better than others? Well, yes. For example, apples and pears, citrus fruits, salads and leafy vegetables such as spinach or lettuce and chicory, and cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cabbage, and cauliflower all help in the prevention of heart disease, stroke, and early death. So the analysis also showed that green vegetables such as spinach or green beans, yellow vegetables, or peppers and carrots also help reduce with cancer. So I've looked, and there were several different studies, all saying the same thing. So it's not like there's just one study that's out there that's saying this. There are several that are saying the same thing. And this kind of goes back to what we've been taught, that 75% of all diseases are preventable. I just didn't know that green vegetables were so tied to it. Okay, so why is this greens product, why did it come out when it did? Well, we're kind of all used to new products coming out in September whenever our gyms go to their vacation treats. But there's another reason, because it's tied to Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So cruciferous vegetables, now I went through that, but that's your broccoli, your cauliflower, and your cabbage, all prevent breast cancer. Actually, they don't prevent, they lower the risk of breast cancer. And there's been several studies that prove that. Plus, organic vegetables have been linked to less cancer. So if you have a choice of choosing vegetables, and I know it's budgets that we have to all consider, but we're switching over to organic vegetables, especially after this study. Also, ginger is one of the top cancer-fighting foods. as well as tea. And this has, our greens product has green tea in it. Fermented foods contain probiotics. Fermented foods automatically have probiotics in them. And it's a known fact that probiotics safeguard against breast cancer. It also safeguards against all cancers. So for those of my friends who may be struggling, I have articles that I'm trying to send them. You have to be careful that you send them in a tactful way, and I'm working on doing that. But it's really related to immune enhancing effects that probiotics have. And this is new information, and their doctors may or may not even be aware of it. The other thing is that when you have probiotics, it drives the chemo deeper and it helps it be more effective. So yes, there is a reason that we have a special this month tied to our greens product when it is breast cancer awareness. So so what is the special? It's Slim and Greens, which is $83.95, which is actually cheaper than what you could even buy Slim at retail. And it's Plexus Slim and the Breast Check Kit. Okay, so why would they tie it to Slim? Okay, because Slim is known to help with high glucose levels. Well, if you have high glucose levels, it is a symptom of diabetes. But having diabetes can contribute to the onset of cancer. So people with type 2 diabetes, the most common form, are twice as likely to develop liver or pancreatic cancer. And they also run a higher than normal risk of developing colon, bladder, and breast cancer. So that's why it's kind of all tied up neatly in a little bow to be tied towards Breast Cancer Awareness Month. The other thing that having high blood sugar does is that tumor growth has to have a blood supply, and sugar makes the tumors grow faster. So that's another reason you want to do everything you can to have your blood sugars lower. All right, so I'm going to turn over this next section to Kristen. She's going to cover our breast check kit.
Thank you, Leslie. That was great information. I had not done any research on the greens other than hearing just, what's on the package. And I love that you shared how how intentional Plexus was to put it in this month. So
thank you. And all of those vegetables are in here, and they're all in an organic form.
That's amazing. Okay, so I'm going to cover the Plexus Breast Check Kit, which was actually our first product. So if your family is like my family, there are several women and maybe even some men close to you who've had a battle with breast cancer. And some of the statistics that came up when I was researching are about 1 in 8 US women, which is about 13%, will develop invasive breast cancer over the course of their lifetime. In 2021, an estimated 281,550 new cases of invasive breast cancer are expected to be diagnosed in women in the US, along with 49,290 new cases of non-invasive breast cancer. About 2,650 new cases of invasive breast cancer are expected to be diagnosed in men in 2021. As of January 2021, there are more than 3.8 million women with a history of breast cancer in the US. And that includes people who are currently being treated and women who have finished treatment. And then breast cancer is the most commonly diagnosed cancer among American women. In 2021, it's estimated that about 30% of newly diagnosed cancers in women will be breast cancers. So those are really high numbers. Most doctors feel that early detection tests for breast cancer saves thousands of lives. Before Plexus Worldwide became an overall health and wellness company, we were originally a breast health company, and one of our continuing core products is the Breast Check Kit. So they had a business solely on this kit. And it comes in this little plastic packaging. Well, I got this one a while back, so I don't know if the packaging looks exactly the same, but, and then in that, it comes with these fine print and a little directions for use booklet, which is really great because it has pictures and just step-by-step what to do with it. I'll show you what it looks like in a second. And then in the back, it even has where you can track if you see any differences in different months. So it has January, February, March, and you kind of check and you can document if you see any changes. So the actual breast check device, I guess you call it, it's 2 micro thin layers of polyurethane with a non-toxic lubricant sealed in between. And you can see right here, it's see-through, it's very thin. And it's got this gel inside of it. So when you lay it flat, the gel kind of spreads out. But when the breast check kit is placed on the breast, the bottom layer gently adheres to the skin and remains stable, allowing the upper layer to slide freely underneath your fingertips. So it, like the top layer, the bottom layer is not moving, but the top layer is. So it slides freely underneath my fingertips. As the upper layer slides freely over the bottom layer, friction is greatly reduced, and the result is what is called sensory touch magnification. In other words, your sense of touch is greatly improved, and it improves the effectiveness of all breast self exams that you do. So you can put like a grain of salt underneath here. I wish you could all, we could all try it, but and it magnifies the grain of salt. So sorry, Catherine's laughing. But it really does magnify it and make it kind of more prominent. So that's how that works. These, they say, last 10 years. And then you want to buy another one just for the freshness of it. So that is, yeah, I thought it was telling of the company. I think it's telling of the company that they started in breast check health, because it says a lot about the heartbeat of the company and the background. And it's not just, yeah, I just think it says a lot about the company with that. And with that, I'm going to pass it over to Karen.
Thank you. That was really good. Your demonstration was really good. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to talk about body cream. And this was early on as well, like right with the breast check kit. Back then it was called breast cream, and now it's called body cream. And it was called breast cream because women used it, or men, on radiation burns that they would get from treatment. So used to be called breast cream, now body cream. And it's used for so many other things. So just overall, it helps fight environmental factors affecting skin with spirulina algae and activated charcoal. The benefits is that it protects your skin from the abuse of the elements. It improves the appearance of skin texture and tone. It purifies the skin, and it's non-greasy. And I used to use this every single day. Before the Joyo moisturizer product came in, this was my everyday moisturizer. And I still use it too, because I have drier skin. So if I get my skin starts getting drier in the day or something, this is my go-to for my face. So a little bit on the ingredients of this. It's got some awesome ingredients. The spirulina algae. So that's a blue-green algae that's known for purifying the skin. And what that is, it's a complete protein, and it contains all the essential amino acids and omega-3 fatty acids. And it's rich in tons of nutrients, including B vitamins and iron. Spirulina has antioxidants, which help with anti-aging, and it can prevent skin damage that leads to wrinkles and signs of aging on your skin. Phycocyanin, got that right, is the main ingredient in spirulina, and it gives the algae its blue-green color. But this actually helps to activate cellular antioxidant activity, which results in the elimination of free radicals. So that's kind of cool. It also has amino acids, like I mentioned, and it keeps the skin firm, and it supports collagen production, and it may increase the growth factor. This is kind of interesting. It may increase growth factor in dermal fibroblast cells on your skin, which are the cells responsible for creating collagen. So it helps support that. It possesses an antibacterial and anti-inflammatory. And so it's great for psoriasis and eczema and acne. I know lots of people that, me included, my oldest son had horrible eczema as a kid. Still has a little bit of dry skin, but it's not as bad as it used to be. And I coated him in the stuff after a bath. So it's great for those skin issues. Then it also has activated charcoal. It's another main ingredient of this product, and it helps your skin look healthy. It has been proven to reach deep into your pores, and it removes toxin. It pulls toxins up to the surface and out of your skin, and pulls impurities, and it offers beneficial exfoliation for smoother, more refined glow. And it also has antibacterial and antifungal properties. And it's used, activated charcoal is used to treat insect bites a lot of times, which I've used this on when my kids get mosquito bites, or when I get mosquito bites, because it helps with the itch, and it can help neutralize toxins from the insect. So that's another use of this product. And then aloe vera, the aloe vera blend that's in it is probably the best for me. I love this part of it. So with that blend, you've got the aloe vera gel, you've got sweet almond oil, grapeseed oil, evening primrose oil, lavender oil, and rosacea oil. So that whole blend together. And the benefits, of course, of aloe vera and all these oils all combined as well. But it's a plant compound that includes vitamins and minerals, amino acids again, and antioxidants again. So this is just packed full of amino acids and antioxidants and all those things. The aloe vera has polyphenols, which help inhibit the growth of certain bacteria that can cause infections. So this helps accelerate wound healing. And so it helps heal the wound faster due to the antibacterial and antiviral properties, which Kristen was telling us earlier today, how her son had a burn that was like almost like an open wound. And she put that on there, and it within hours was starting to heal because of properties. Oh yeah, if you want to, if anybody wants to see it.
When you're
done.
done.
It's great for burns. Like I mentioned, I use it on, if I burn my hand on the stove, that's a go-to. You need that because it will instantly, for me, it's like instant relief. It pulls the anti-inflammatory, and it will pull that burning sensation out. Sunburns, I buy like multiple bottles for summer. So when we go to the beach, that's what we put on after our baths. Like that, it's just, even if we're not fully sunburned, this goes on and my kids won't cry if they get a little sunburn, because in the night, you know how like you go in the bed at night and it's like you're burned and it's horrible because you're cold, but then you're hot and it hurts. This is an essential for that. I've also used it on my hair. So I get out and I'll towel dry my hair, and then I'll put a little bit of my hands and put it on the ends. And I love it. It's like a conditioner almost, or a detangler and a defrizzer. And it's great for that too. So lots of uses for this. It's very underestimated, I feel like. And so it's always at my house. If I run out, I'm ordering like 3 bottles. So love this product. So, and it goes well with the breast check kit with the burns and things like that for treatment and the cancer process. So anyway, that's all I got for that. So if anybody's got questions, we'll open it up, or anybody want to add to that. Those 3 products, amazing how they all kind of help with the breast cancer awareness.
That was great. Thank you. That's so much great ingredients. So many great things in that.
Oh man, I know you don't really remember the great ingredients until you really start digging some more, and you're like, oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad I use that.
Once you start looking like, well, why did they put that in there?
Yeah. So it's very interesting, and it helps you know why it's working the way it's working. So
yeah, my son, one of our sons came home this weekend, and he came home and he said, oh yeah, by the way, Mom, I have this wound or whatever, cut or something. And he pulled up his sweats leg and showed me it was like this big place where he had been, I think he was steaming his clothes with his pants on him, and it steamed right through onto his leg. So it was a burn. And I can show, or we can do it in a group chat on Facebook, or, does anybody want to see it? Does anybody not want to see it?
Just show
it. Okay, so this was, and it happened a few days before. I don't have the timing. It was kind of, I don't know that he totally remembers when, it was kind of shady, the whole conversation, because his friends were all around. I don't know if one of his friends were steaming him or what. I don't know. This was Friday at about 4 o'clock. Let's see.
There it is.
On his leg. So it was still open. It's kind of blurry, but this was Friday at 10 p.m. So you can see it's
like
already healing.
Mm-hmm.
And this was Saturday at 5:30 p.m. It's basically got new skin on it.
Mm-hmm.
So that was basically 1 day later. And then by the time he left on Sunday at 3:30, even more healed.
It's got the pink skin.
Yeah, the pink skin. I felt comfortable bringing him back to school knowing, I sent him with Band-Aids and some body cream because I had those little samples, knowing that he might not do it. And you know what? It'll just, if he does do it, it'll heal even better. But if he doesn't, it's at least a closed wound. He'll be fine. So
yeah, which is interesting because when I was looking at the ingredients and it was saying, because that aloe vera, that blend is what helps like move along the wound healing process, which is neat.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay, any other questions? Oh, Momoko, sorry.
Oh no, sorry. I was just gonna say I even used on my wound, the gash on my nose.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That was a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm. I think I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I came home with a bloody nose.
That's awesome.
All right, ladies, thank you for bringing us the information, and thank you guys, you all, for joining us for just 30 minutes. And if you have any questions, just ask away whenever.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
All right. We'll
Good
see y'all. Bye.
night.
Bye.